Hello and welcome to BusyWorksBeats.com. Ableton Live 12 is officially out. Let's see if we can make a sample beat in Ableton Live 12. Now, FL is like my go-to DAW, so I'm comparing the workflow to FL. Firstly, let's open up a simpler. Let's go to the instruments. Let's open up simpler and drag it onto a new track. Let's drag this down. And now I need to go into my sample folder, which is on my hard drive. What I've done though is mapped out these colors, which go directly to different folders. So it saves me a lot of time going through my hard drive. I have them marked by a color, so I can now quickly access these. If you want access to these samples, they're in our Discord. Just go to discord.gg/BusyWorksBeats. Let's find a sample first. So I'm just gonna grab this sample, okay, and just drag it in. And what I wanna do is, I forget the exact button I have to press. Oh, we're gonna go to slice mode, and then I'm gonna use my MIDI controller to trigger this thing. So I don't know how to like adjust the slices except for the sensitivity and the playback style. So that's a little quirky, like where it decides to slice. But outside of that, let's just hit record. Let's tap out the tempo. Let's somewhere around 89-ish BPM. Can you type the BPM in there? Let's do 90. Okay, turn the metronome on. Okay, let's see, let's record this, record. So again, I don't understand how it decides to slice. It's on warp mode, so it will stretch to the tempo, I believe, to record. Now that we have the sample plate, let's double click in here. Let's see if we could quantize. So by default, their piano roll is kind of like small, so we're gonna make it bigger. And let's hit Control A, and Control U quantizes. And as you can see, it time stretches for the tempo. I'm gonna change out the last note. Like that sample here, I don't want this one. So let's see if we can click on the headphones and move this up and down. I think, where's their up and down? Why is it not moving? Okay, so I thought their shortcut was Shift and up. I don't know why it's not doing whatever it's supposed to be doing. Okay, so now it works. I don't know what I pressed, but. There we go. So I'm just moving those samples around. So that's a pretty dope loop. I like that so far. So far so good as far as sample beats. This is pretty intuitive. Nothing crazy so far. Now let's use Sound Oracle's Golden Era Hip Hop drums. Let's go to where it says packs. Make sure you go to where it says however many available packs, and then go through and look for the Golden Era pack and then download it. It's by Sound Oracle. I already have it downloaded, so it's not in that list. It's up here. Golden Era Hip Hop. And let's go to drums, and so he has these already laid out in drum racks, so we don't have to sit there and organize the drums. He has them already laid out. I'm gonna use my keyboard, my computer MIDI keyboard, to trigger the samples. Now something's wrong with the way my computer does it, so it's gonna glitch. So what I'm gonna do is just record the general rhythm. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out a nice groove to where it doesn't make it feel so stop and go-ish. So let's record that. That's pretty dope loop. Let's record. So my keyboard, again, when I'm pressing notes, for some reason on my Mac, it triggers like unnecessarily. Like I'm not pressing the button and it's just randomly triggering. I don't know if that's part of the sample or what, I don't know. But let's just hit stop twice to go back. let's humanize the hi-hat. So let's highlight the hi-hat. It's already highlighted, but we're going to turn on what's called the humanize. Let's turn this meter up. Control U. Add in a kick. Like, what is this bar right here? MIDI stretch marker, and then there's the end marker. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Sound pack definitely makes it easier to create. So I don't have any bass instruments. I don't think it downloaded. So I'm going to install this guitar and bass. Hopefully this doesn't take long. And from here, we're going to add some electric bass. So now that we have the guitar and bass expansion in here, let's see what it says. Under sounds, let's go to bass. Let's try the first one called electric bass. I'm going to use my MIDI controller to trigger this. And I don't hear anything, so let me figure out why. Quantize the bass, Control U. Okay, so the sample's a little like rushed, so I don't know any quick shortcuts, so I'm just gonna go into the piano roll here, hit Control A, and just nudge these notes to the right. Now we have a little more bounce. So the beat came, you know, the beats. Let's go to main. Let's see what kind of audio effects we can add to make this sound more crunchy. Let's see what kind of compressor they have. Now, Logic's compressor is the best stock compressor out of all the compressors in all the DAWs, the best one. This, let's see. So far the compressor sounds good. It makes everything feel more like acoustic. Let's take off Waves L2. Is that the glue compressor? See if this adds anything. Is that a soft clipper? Let's set the max range to 1 dB. I think it just needs an EQ. Let's pull up the EQ 8. And their EQ is, again, not ideal. But you can click this little up arrow to make it a little bit bigger. Let's see here. So let's move this to about 60 or 75 hertz. I'm using my mouse wheel, my mouse pad, trackpad, whatever it's called, on the Mac. And this is not making it smaller, which is like a common function for like DAWs, so that's kind of weird. Where is it at? Where's the Q? Here we go. So we need to tighten the Q. Let's boost that about 75 hertz. I believe we could just type it in. I feel like it needs more high end. utility. Let's see what this can do as far as the width. I don't think we need more width on this sound. Anything less width. I mean, it's a decent mix, it's just not. Now, somebody was showing on a video where you can have like a multi-band saturator. I don't know the name of it. Let's see what multi-band dynamics is. I don't think that's it. If I can't find it, we'll do it in a different video. But dang, I forget how he had it. Was it this one? Roar? I don't know what this plugin does. Looks like it's doing some kind of transient shaping. I can't tell what it's doing though, so I don't want to say what it's doing because I have no idea what this is doing. Looks like a channel strip of some sort. It definitely adds that texture though to the sound that I need. I'm making the tone darker. Now we could add delay to the sample. You can even hear it on my voice, the crunch that this is adding. So again, I have no idea what this is doing. But without it, it just doesn't have that 90s feel. Let's see if we add some delay to the sample. Okay, so it adds a little bounce. We made a pretty decent beat. The workflow again is very stop and go, stop and go, stop and go type. For that reason, I can't really say I would just jump to this DAW to make beats, but we're slowly figuring out this DAW. So subscribe if you're new, like the video, go to busyworksbeats.com for music production training. Peace.